a brand new YouTube channel where we hit all the topics everyone wants to talk about. We gonna educate while walking that thin line of ignorance. Tune in to Vibed Up. Yo, what they do? It's your boy BLACK, and this is Vibed Up. I'm standing here with my La Familia, my sister, Miss Fatia. I call her the Juice Queen of Miami. She is the founder and CEO of her own company, Juice Define, and we are starting an entrepreneur series on Vibed Up. All right, before we continue, because we got a lot to talk about. All right, before we continue, I want everybody out there to go hit like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel Vibed Up TV, and vibe with me. Miss Fatia.
Hey.
What's good?
What's up?
You chilling?
Chilling.
Listen, let me tell the people why I got you here, and then
Okay.
we're going to jump into the conversation.
Let's get it.
All right? So, Vibed Up is starting a series on entrepreneurship. And like I said before, Miss Fatia is a founder and CEO of her very own company, Juice Define. I'll let you go ahead and explain to everybody what Juice Define is in a minute. I just want everybody to know that this is the first of 4 episodes of the series, so stay tuned, all right? Miss Fatia.
What's up?
So we're gonna talk about your business, and I hope I don't get too deep into some things you don't want to share. But if I do, just let me know, because it's all a part of the vibe.
Okay.
Cool?
I'm with it.
All right. So first things first, you are a CEO, correct?
I'm a CEO.
Yeah, a creator.
Yes. I'm a creator. Yes.
Let's see. Are you do you own the birthrights to this vision that I see right here in front of me?
I definitely do.
Okay.
The business in order now.
The business is all the way in order. We getting the money in check, so y'all stop playing. All right. So Juice Define is your business. Can you do me a favor? Can you explain what is Juice Define?
Of course. So basically,
Uh-huh.
what Juice Define is a cold press juicing company. That's the simplest form. Of
Okay, a cold
how I
press
can
juicing
explain
company.
it. A cold press juicing company.
Okay.
But in more depth, what we do is we provide access to healthier options to our community. So,
Okay.
you know, I'm from Miami Gardens, Carroll City, for those of y'all.
Hey, you from the hood?
Yeah, know.
I'm from the city. You feel me? You know
right
how
up the street.
Right up the street. You right there. You right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
you providing this for your community?
I provide access to healthier options.
Okay.
To my community, just because we don't really have nothing like this over here.
Right.
So this is just an opportunity for people in our community to be able to get something that's nutritious, that's healthy, and it's easy to get to. It's
Right.
close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
So-
what I do.
I got some more questions for you, man. Juice Define is a healthy option. I see a bunch of juices on the table. Throughout the episode, I hope we could go through like what they do and like what's the name of them. That's possible?
Yeah, of course.
Right. Okay. How did you know creating your own company was the right move for you? How did Juice Define come about?
Okay, so first I started juicing for myself. This was back in 2013. I was juicing, just trying to get healthier. I experienced preeclampsia with my daughter, which is high blood pressure during pregnancy.
Preeclampsia?
Yes.
I've seen that before. I think isn't it Preeclampsia Awareness Month?
Okay.
I know a little son, you champion. You feel me? For the people who don't know, can you help them out and let them know what preeclampsia is?
So basically what preeclampsia is high blood pressure during pregnancy.
Okay.
I had a very severe variant of it, which was called HELP syndrome. And HELP syndrome is HELLP, is hemolytic elevated liver enzymes and low platelet count.
Right.
And so basically what it was my blood pressure got really high, my liver enzymes got really high, and it ended up knocking out my kidneys, lungs, and liver because I had a seizure.
So all your organs basically
All my organs basically shut down. And so as a result of that, I had kidney failure, and I recovered pretty nicely. But I had some lasting effects from it, anemia, low vitamin D, a lot of things that come with kidney failure.
Yeah.
And so I started juicing because I was like, dang, I'm trying to find something that's going to make me feel better, healthier, more energized. And so I started juicing, and it helped. It literally changed my entire life. So I didn't think about starting Juice Define as a business at first. I just knew what juicing had done for me. And then I shared it with a few people, and they was like, dang, you should sell this. I'm like, I ain't no salesperson. The only thing I ever sold was Girl Scout cookies,
Oh, wait. I thought you were about to say something else. I thought you were about to tell you that. One thing I was sold. Wait, this ain't that type of show. We sold Girl Scout cookies, and that's it.
I'm going to keep it PG.
All right.
But
what?
people, you know, I had people around me who were encouraging me to actually sell it because people were looking to get healthier. People were looking to, you know, just kind of be, just kind of pick up more healthier habits.
Yeah.
And so I thought about it for a while, and then when I got my first sale, I was like, oh, this might be hitting on something.
That bread that came through.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, this something right here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. I want to give a shout out to everybody who experienced or know somebody who experienced that preeclampsia,
Yes.
during their pregnancy, and a huge shout out to everybody who's living through that, and a huge shout out to the people who may have lost their life to it, because it is the Preeclampsia Awareness Month, and we just want to celebrate y'all. So shout out to y'all. So you made some money from Juice to Fine, and you was like, okay, let me go ahead and open up shop.
Let me open up shop.
So you took the business and you said, all right, I'm going to start with what?
Okay, so I started with 4 juices.
Okay.
I started with the Mean Green. That was the one green drink I had.
Is that this one right here?
Nope, that's the D. That's another one that came
That's
later.
the D?
But
In a bottle? Are you on to something, boy? That D? I know what I'm saying. First you started selling something. Now you got a D in the bottle. Talk to me now, but go ahead. Anyway, my fault. All right.
Pause. Pause. I started out with the Mean Green.
Okay.
I also had the Crystal Explosion, which is what you see here. I had the Twisted Carrot.
Okay.
And I think I had the Love Crush, which was a watermelon drink.
Okay.
And so those were the 4 drinks I started out with, and people really took to it. Like, they was like, "Oh yeah, I need this," because at that time, I mean, I guess my competitors was more like Herbalife. Like, people was like on Herbalife heavy.
Yeah.
And so people were looking for something a little bit more, just a little bit more natural.
Yeah.
And so my drinks was all natural. Like, it's literally all fruits and vegetables. No additives, no preservatives, no powders, none of that stuff. And so people like really took to it. Like, it literally took off. And so I was like, dang, I got something I ain't even know.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, let me keep doing it and really progressing and really learning how I could just really serve the people, you know?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So you took everything. You took the fruits and vegetables and you juice them, right? And you get them to the bottle. What are some things you can share in regards to, like, the ingredients? Like, let's say this green drink, right? Which one is this?
So that's the D.
This is the D. Yep.
So the D basically, shout out to Chef D305. That's
Chef
family
D
right there. So
okay, yeah,
Chef D was the one who inspired this drink.
Okay.
And so this has kale, pineapple, apple, and coconut water. It's a really sweet green.
Okay.
So what I did with this one, because I
mix.
only had the Mean Green, which is like a bitter kind of green, I decided to do a green that was kind of sweet. And I made it pretty sweet for people who are transitioning into the juice journey. Like, they can take the D and they'll be like, you know, they can stomach it. Yeah.
You gotta get off the drink out of my mind, bro.
They can drink the D. They can drink the D, and it's soft on the palate. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can drink it and not have too much of an aftertaste or a kickback from it.
Okay.
So that's why I made that one. It's pretty simple to drink.
And so, but what are the benefits of this particular drink with this mixture?
So the D is really good for energy. Like, if you're looking for a boost of energy, it's really good for energy.
Okay.
A lot of people also use it for cleansing. If you're looking to cleanse, you can do a detox with it. So those are the 2 main things that the D is really good for.
Okay. All right.
Also, I want to say too, if you're looking for, like, if you're a sugar head and you have a lot of sugar cravings,
need something sweet.
It's really good for like curbing like sugar cravings.
I know there's a lot of people who like say they got a sweet tooth or something like that. It be nighttime when they going to grab a little Debbie cake. Y'all gotta stop grabbing. Listen, man, no more Debbie cakes. We only eating the D. Pause. But no more Debbie cakes. All right, get you a bottle of this D right here.
Yes.
Get you a D.
That will definitely curb your cravings for sugar, because it's natural sugar.
Yeah. Shout out to Chef D.
Shout out to Chef D.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some other drinks here too, right?
We got some other drinks. You want to go through them?
I do want to go through a couple of them.
All right, so...
Wait, let me pick.
Okay, go ahead. Which one look most appealing to you?
Most appealing to me?
Yeah.
All right, if I had to come up here and just choose the first one, you got to go with the red, because the red is like, that's what the eye see. You feel me?
Okay.
So what
All right,
What you gotta
so
say
this
about the
one
red
we
one?
had a Beaterita.
Beaterita?
Beaterita, so it's like a margarita but with beets, but with no alcohol.
Hey, you done fooled me twice. Fooled me once, shame on you.
Wait. So
All right.
this the Beaterita. So
Right.
it has beet, lime, and watermelon. It's a really sweet drink.
That sounds refreshing.
It tastes like fruit punch.
Okay.
So it's really good for a pre-workout. Like if a person works out, like it's really good to oxygenate the blood cells, like so that you can get more energy and a better workout. And you can breathe better when you work out. Exactly. So it's really good for a pre-workout. It's also good if you experience something like erectile dysfunction or if you have any anemic issues. You can drink the beet juice because it helps to circulate the blood. It helps to rejuvenate the red blood cells. So it's really good for that.
So this would be an amazing Valentine's Day gift, right?
Exactly.
For everybody.
Come on, marketing.
For everybody who's trying to end their Valentine's Day off with a bang.
Yes.
You got to go ahead and get the Beaterita. Beaterita. That thing get you beat all night. And you go ahead, get you a Beaterita for Valentine's Day, and everything gonna be everything. That's what's up. Get your blood pumping.
And it really do taste like fruit punch to me.
Fruit punch?
Like it tastes like fruit
That's what's up. I like this one right here. So we got the Beaterita, the D, and what else?
So what else you want? The Nutty Professor.
Okay.
So this is the Nutty Professor, which is an almond milk.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what we do is we press fresh almonds.
Yeah.
And we add coconut water, cinnamon, and vanilla to it. Give it a little sweetener.
Yeah.
And this is really good. Like pregnant women, it's really good for pregnant women. Full of protein, healthy fats. Like if you're not trying to lose weight, you know, you just want something that's gonna maintain your weight. Right. This is a really good drink for that. Okay. And it's really filling too.
Gotcha.
So if
Gotcha.
you're hungry,
So like a
you could use it as a meal replacement. Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, we're gonna thank you for sharing those couple of juices. Now we put it back. Okay. But I want to kind of switch lenses for a second and talk about your mindset a little bit.
Okay.
Right? Because you started something that was for self at first. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And then like now you're providing it for other people, not only because I'm sure you believe in your product, but a lot of people probably came to you and said they also believe in your product. Mm-hmm. So my question to you is, how important is it to have people that support you?
It's very important. Like to me, support can come in a number of different ways.
Yeah.
Like it's not only purchasing stuff. Like of course that's
what
want
that.
that.
Yeah, that's the business part.
That's the business part. We want the money coming in, but support can be in a number of ways. On social media, just sharing a post can go a long way, because I don't know what contacts you have or what networks you have.
Right.
That share might reach.
And that thing link up like that and take off. They get the right person, hit the right ear.
You know what I'm saying? Word of mouth is like, that's where I get a lot of my business from. A lot of my customers will purchase drinks and they enjoy it, they love it, they have good results from it. They'll share it with people in their networks. Like, and that's, for me, like, that's support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I get exposed to more people that way.
Right.
Support can also just sowing a seed. If you sowing a good word, if you like, to me, support mean more than just spending money.
Right.
So, you know, support can just come in a number of ways.
Somebody speaking life into you, like, girl, you doing good with this, go ahead.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You helping the community out, right? Because like you said, being from one of the hoods in Miami is like you don't see this, and it's every hood across the world. Usually in the hood, you got some transportation, public transportation, and you got fast food restaurants. Yep. You don't see too many like health food stores, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, these things. You got to go out around the corner, down the street, over the track to get one of them. So this is very helpful, not only to you but the whole community who's taking part in this. And I'm pretty sure along your journey of starting your business and creating these juices, it was some tough stuff you had to get over, right?
Of course.
Some humps, some bumps.
Of course. Entrepreneurship is not easy.
It ain't easy at all.
It ain't easy.
So, knowing that, what would you tell a young entrepreneur out here trying to get his whatever he's selling or she's selling and trying to just get it off the ground, understanding that you will hit some bumps? What would you share to those people?
I think the number one thing is to have a purpose or a passion for what you're doing. Like, you know, people could sell anything. Like, you could be out here selling, you could be out here selling dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you got a passion and you got a reason behind you selling that dirt, that's gonna make all the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think for me, having that passion behind, and you did a show on passion before.
I did,
like,
yeah.
That was
Passion check.
episode.
Passion
like,
check.
If you have passion behind what you do and you have a purpose behind it, like it's gonna sell itself. Like you don't have to say too much because that purpose and that passion gonna show.
You think that's because like people, especially today in time, people go so much off of like what they hear through somebody else, but when you feel the truth, you could feel when somebody being their true self, when they really giving up a little piece of themselves in their product. You see what I'm saying? It's like going to a huge store and just grabbing stuff off the shelf where you may not have those people to come and like have that experience, and then going to like a mom and pop shop or something like that, and they're giving you that experience because it came from a certain place. So I definitely agree with you. Having that passion behind your vision, your drive, and just keep going, even if it's not selling. Because I'm pretty sure like at first, was it did you have like 3,000 sales, or was it like you had to grow?
No.
So what is that journey like when as soon as you start the business? Knowing that you may not sell out your first shipment, what does that feel like?
Well, I'm gonna say this, like even when I first started, like I didn't have the confidence for a very long time. Like I was like, dang, somebody told me I should sell it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like sure, like this was what I wanted to do, like this is gonna hit off. Like I wasn't sure. I was just going off what somebody told me.
Somebody said
like,
it was good, you should do this. Yeah.
And so at first I didn't have the confidence, so of course like the sales didn't reflect that. It was just like, oh well, you know, I'ma just hit up the people I know. They'll purchase some, you know, whatever. And like that was my vibe for a long time. Yeah. And then when I really started to see like people really into this, like people really trying to get healthy, I was like, let me take it seriously and let me really, really research and do what I need to do in order to perfect my brand. And that's what I started to do. Now, when I started doing that, it was like things took off. Yeah. Like I started to reach more people. People I never even know, like being on the Breakfast Club, being able to get in some of my juices, being able to, just be in the presence of people that I never probably would have been in the presence of just because I have something that everybody could use. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like over time, like it grew because I was consistent, because then I started to have more confidence in what I was selling. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, that's how I feel like it grew. It wasn't just an overnight thing. It was something that I had to kind of grow into. Right.
I feel you. So that consistency piece that I heard you mention is like, that's so key to me, because it's like nothing prevails without consistency.
Exactly.
Right? And a lot of people could start off good, you feel what I'm saying? Or start strong, but they don't finish strong. You know, if something happens, the numbers aren't what you thought it was, or the product itself, anything can happen, right? And then that breaks your confidence, and you're able to like say, regardless of everything that come against me, I'm able to prevail and keep going with what I think is best for me and the people. That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate,
really,
man.
like,
listen,
that's the truth.
Like for real, I appreciate people like you who are doing something like this. So I'm sure, like, having your own brand, having your own business, there's some downfalls to it. Everything don't go as planned all the time, right? So my question to you is like, if something goes bad or something goes like out of whack in your business, some type of adversity or some type of moment of like doubt in your business, how do you handle that?
I mean, let's be clear, like as an entrepreneur, like you experience adversity all the time. Whether it's you run out of materials and you got to re-up, or rather a customer have a bad review and you got to mediate that, or whether, you know, like it's always something. Right. And so I feel like I done had enough hurdles and obstacles to understand that they gonna come. Like I just can't avoid it. You know what I'm saying? So I expect that it's gonna come at some point. Okay. So your mind is already fixed to think like, okay, something is bound to happen because I am in this business. Exactly. Let me already absorb that energy so I could then. Exactly. Okay. So that I could deal with it as it comes. Yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, like I just really kind of learned like, resting is important. Like if I need to take a break, I'm gonna take a break. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I came off a year hiatus, and thankfully, like my customers was waiting, like when you coming back? And I'm just like, you know, they so need for that me, fix. They need that D. Like they need that D, and they like, y'all get your D now. So you know, like thankfully, like my customers, like they super loyal. Yeah. Like they support me like hard. And so you know, to me, that just gave me that boosted my confidence even more, because I know that I'm providing something that people need and people want, like people enjoy, that they can use. So like I know that obstacles gonna come, but I like, for me, if I get overwhelmed, I just take a break, then I come back. You know, like I delegate duties. If I need help, I got to get somebody to help. You know, I have to get staff, or I have to, you know, so those are the kind of things that I think about when I think about like adversities and obstacles and things that might come up in business. But for the most part, like, I mean, I've been doing this like 5 years, so it's like, you know, you kind of know what might come up, or you kind of learn how to deal with stuff.
Yeah, you talked about getting like staff members if need be. Do you plan on expanding this business?
Of course, that's my goal.
In what realm? Like how? How do you see it?
Definitely, I would love to, and what I'm working on now is being able to be national, being able to ship all over the United States. Also being able to tap into the distribution phase of things where I can have my product carried in different stores. So that's a big thing on my list of things to do. And then also, you know, just to kind of expand the line, like as I grow, I can add more flavors. I can add, you know, something for everybody. I can add more things to the list.
Let's say the business is booming, right? First of all, we're talking about business booming, right? And I know I'm pretty sure everybody who, if you have an opportunity to talk to a CEO or some type of owner of a business, you may not come out and ask the question about bread, about money, but in the back of your mind,
you want to know.
That's what you thinking. I want to know, like, is this
really making money?
You feel what I'm saying? Yes. Or should this just become your hobby and you straight on Saturdays and what you wake up and do? Is your business like really lucrative to you?
It is. Like, I feel like when I started to really take it seriously and put more energy into it, it started to pick up more. Okay. Like, I was working a 9 to 5 for I just went full time with Justifying like 6 months ago. Okay. So prior to that, I was working a 9 to 5 and really just doing this on the side. Right. And so when I was doing it as a side hustle, that's how much money I produced. It was a side hustle. Like, I bring in a couple $100, you know, and that's how it was. But when I really started, it wasn't until I actually quit my job, because I was scared. I was like, dang, I don't know if I want to quit my job.
So you see, I'm so glad like this, and that's what VIBED Up provides. It provides the moment for you to be open and honest about like whatever you got going on. You saying some pretty vulnerable things. You're saying, one, that you were scared, right? And another thing is like you're giving up that energy of like not quitting on yourself and knowing that knowing when, or even if not knowing when, just doing it sometimes without seeing it in the outcome, because you was working a job and then all of a sudden you was like, you know what? Nah, bro, all my attention need to go here.
Exactly.
So for a young entrepreneur who's probably stuck in that space where they have an idea, they could see it in their head, but at the same time they got bills to pay, so they're working this 9 to 5. I hear a lot of people like on social media, and these stars, these actresses, and entertainers who have businesses say like, you know, I just went all in. I just went hard. How is it coming to terms with yourself and saying like, I actually need to stop doing this job and go ahead and make that transition into what I want to do for myself?
It was a long process. I ain't gonna lie. Like for 6 months before I quit my job, I was just kind of strategizing and just thinking about like, dang, how I can do this, or what I need to do to make this amount of sales, and who I need to be in touch with. So you came up with a plan. So I had to come up with, literally, I had to come up with a plan. Yeah. I had to really go through my books and really kind of decide, like really kind of go through how much money I was realistically making, how much money I could really make if I was doing it full time. Right. Like I really had to come up with a plan. So I think that was like the major thing for me. But I made my mind up, because I said, you know what, at the end of the day, like this is something that everybody needs. Like, of course I could pin down a target market, but at the end of the day, everybody could use my product. I don't care if you cripple, and I don't care if you the healthiest person in the world. Like you could use what I have. So for me, I feel like the world is mine. Like if I quit my job, it's really gonna be up to me to decide how, because let's just be clear, like I didn't grow up with an entrepreneurial like type of raising. Like my family wasn't no entrepreneurs, and my granddaddy was, but like my mom and dad, they worked regular jobs. Like I didn't grow up learning about what entrepreneurship meant. Right. You know what I'm saying? So everything was trial and error for me, and that's part of the reason why I was so scared to really quit my job and do it, because that's how I was raised. Like you go to college, get your degree, get a good job, and live happy ever after. You know what I'm saying? Right. Thing, boy. And so that was scary for me, because I'm like, dang, I'm venturing off from what I was always taught. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when I knew that my customers were showing up for me, that I really had something good, I started really perfecting my brand. I was like, you know what? Just do it and see what happens.
Just do it, man.
And I did it. Like, I was like, let me just do it. And literally, as soon as I started putting like 100% effort into it, like it grew tenfold. So, you know, that's my advice to a young entrepreneur. First of all, get your books in order and really look at the numbers, because the numbers really gonna tell the story. The numbers gonna tell the story. If you only putting 20 hours in it and you making X amount of dollars, $10 an hour at your job,
you wondering why you ain't,
can, you know, you could kind of figure out with the numbers how you doing with your business. Now, if you doing good, then I would say, hey, jump out there and really put more effort into it, because then you know you could double that return. But if you just somebody who just, I'm just doing this on the side, I got a good job, I ain't trying to do, then, you know, do what your heart desires. But for me, it was like, I know I got something good. To me, this is my passion. This is something that I enjoy doing. And it started to become more of a passion than the job I was at. So I was like, let me go on and do it, put 100% into it. And shoot, it took. That's where I'm at.
That's what's up. Listen, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you providing not only focusing on yourself, getting yourself better and coming up out of that preeclampsia, but also providing a service that is good for the community that you are in and soon to be worldwide.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. But it ain't time to leave yet. We got one more thing to do on Vibed Up.
Okay.
All right? This is a segment called Top 3. Every single person that comes on Vibed Up have to participate in the Top 3 segment.
Okay.
All right? Don't get nervous. It's not like, we're not going to ask no off-the-wall questions yet. But I do have a question for you.
Okay.
All right? What would you say are your top 3 skills that you believe an entrepreneur should have? Because some people, not to cut you off, but some people don't have that entrepreneur mindset.
Really don't.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody.
It ain't.
Know yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So what would you say to those people who are trying to go get out there? What do you think those skills should be? Those top 3 skills.
I think that number one, people need to be teachable, coachable. Like, it's people in my corner that I still learn from today. I still have to go to mentors and people who've been in business forever and ask them questions about business. Because, I can create all day. Like, that's my lane.
Okay.
But when it comes to business, like, that's an actual major in college. Like, that's an actual subject. That's an actual study.
Right.
So that's something that you always need a network of people who understand how to do things, who've been there before, to really teach you and show you and coach you on how to get better at that. Okay. So that's something I would say, having a network.
Got you. That's your number 3.
I would also say having confidence. Because when you go out and you really just trying to attract clients, whether it's on social media, whether it's in person, whether wherever it is, you got to have confidence and know what you selling, know what you talking about, know your purpose again. You know your purpose and your passion behind what you're doing, because it's gonna reflect. And it's gonna really make people wanna support you and purchase from you.
Okay.
And then also, we can't deny the elephant in the room, like capital. You need money. Like, you need money. Like, that's the bottom. Like, that's real talk. Like, we could talk all the arbitrary stuff, but it really money. It's really money. You gotta have money, because you gotta be able to buy products. You gotta be able to buy packaging, and if you want the right packaging and you want stuff that's gonna look right, and
attention to detail,
you gotta have the money to do it. You gotta pay that.
You get what you pay for, man.
So those are the 3 things. Like, you gotta have capital, you gotta have the confidence, and you gotta have the network and the resources to get things done.
Listen, thank you so much for sharing your insight and what it takes to not only be a boss, but what it takes to be a true entrepreneur and provide self-service to you and other people.
Thank you for having me.
You feel me? Without further ado,
it's what I want. I hope it's what I find before the ending on this earth. Dark nights, nightmares, praying for a clear path. It's a better way to come up on a bigger bag. Money making wishes, bring more money, hungry.